Well, hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, the Book Business Boss Consulting, and For the Kingdom Ministries, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. Building people is what we're about to build the kingdom. So, this is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice and we shall be glad in it. So, everything must change. Nothing stays the same. It's another season. So, if you're walking through your stores, even if your school doesn't start until September, you already see the school supplies out. In Indiana, I think they start this week. In Kentucky, they start August 7th, the earliest I've ever known school to start. I've never known school to start that early, so I don't know. It's not me, but I have to know what goes on in the calendar because I do business with schools, I do business with educators and with teachers, and I want to connect with them at the right time. So I know July everything started. Unfortunately, my sister Stacy is an assistant principal, so that kind of keeps my finger on the pulse. But when you're walking through the stores, you see it. I don't even need to contact my sister. I just need to go in the store. And I don't go to many, but the stores I do go to, when I do go, I already see the school supplies stacked up. The back to school yellow signs already on the shelves. They're preparing for the next school season, another season. Yeah, it's still hot outside. There's still people in flip flops, shorts, and tank tops. There are still people by the pool, swimming. There's still people even planning on vacations, a quick trip here and there before school starts. So it's still in our minds summer, but the shift has already taken place. The new season has already started. And in Genesis 1 and 14, and God said, when he put the lights, when he said, let there be light, he said, let them be for signs and for seasons, for days and for nights. That's going to be your sign. When the light comes out, that's the daytime. And when the dark comes out, that's for the nighttime. So it's another season. And it's a sign. So there's signs when we see it, when we start seeing that stuff on the shelves, that's a sign. Oh my Lord, is it time for school? And then they're making the shelves empty on one aisle because that's already time for Halloween stuff. What? Too early? As they say, too soon? Yeah, too soon. But there are some seasons that are announced and unannounced. Like those back to school signs, they're announcing it. Dun, 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 dun. It's time for back to school. Dun, 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 dun. The commercials on TV. Dun, 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 dun. The commercials, even in on social media and on YouTube, they got the commercials. They're telling you, they're announcing it. But then there's some unannounced. It's another season, but some seasons come unannounced. Death. Even if the person's been sick a long time, when they finally do die, you're not fully prepared for it until they're actually gone. You think you're preparing a little at a time, but you're really not fully prepared because God is still on the throne. He can create a miracle. He can have the person turn around. They could be at death's door, have 5% chance to live by the doctors. They can say, call in the family, and they can get up and start eating and live another 5 years. So even when people do pass away, that's the reason why you have to have a formal announcement that they're really gone. Because some announcements are unannounced. You didn't look for it. You weren't quite ready for it. Even the announcements that are posted, you're not fully prepared for it. So some announcements of different seasons are for your preparation, for the announced and unannounced. What I mean by that, sometimes he's giving you hints to prepare for something that's coming down the road. Prime example for me, when you're talking about grief and death and things that were unannounced, I basically had a dream about my father passing away. And it's like I was preparing to be married, but we couldn't find my daddy in my dream. But it was years before he passed away. I thought he wasn't going to walk me down the aisle. I thought God was going to take him ahead of time. But it was for my preparation. It was to let me know even ahead of time, okay, there's something going to be happening with your father. And so I got married in 2006, but my father didn't pass away till 2010. So therefore, I had time for preparation. And sometimes God does bring warnings and dreams, visions, classes, things that you go to. That's for your preparation. So it's another season, but this season may be preparing you for the next. Like the farmers, they're still growing things, and because they're preparing for that winter season and fall for harvest, and then winter when there's nothing growing. January when the ground is frozen. We don't plant in January because this is the preparation for that season that we can get it out the freezer. We can get it's canned. But some people ignore the preparation season. They don't prepare. Recently, Brian's job where he worked for 32 years, they did massive forced retirements, buyout packages. They had all kinds of funny names for it and new names for it, but it was the same thing. You no longer have a job. We're going to offer you this, going to offer you that. My brother-in-law, he's retired now, yay, but it came totally different than you normally retire. Normally, you go to HR, you announce to them, they announce to him. Retirement. Yeah, no, whether you're ready or not, whether you're prepared for it or not, it's time for you to go. We're offloading a level of our employees, the number of employees, they got to go. And so a lot of Brian's former co-workers called, Brian, what did you do? Because he had been preparing since he was in his early 20s. He's well more prepared than even I was. I prepared by education and work ethic, but he prepared in a totally different way than I did. So some season changes are for your preparation. Some announcements of other people, things happen to other people, are for your preparation, for you to get prepared. Because you see it happen to somebody else, that's your sign. Like it's a sign. When the light comes on and in the daytime, yay, it's a sign. The scripture says in one place, work while it's day, because when the night cometh, no man can work. Now people say, I work third shift. That's not the exact thing. I know you can work at night, but back then they didn't have lights. They didn't have all of that. So night was a different, it looked different. They had lamps on their feet and whatever, so they could find their way if they needed to go out at night, but it was pitch black dark. Sometimes it's a symbolism. It's not technology, it's symbolism. So let it be a sign. It's a sign. Sometimes it's a sign when it happens to somebody else for you to prepare. It's a warning for you that if you don't have a trust, if you don't have a will, if you see somebody else's GoFundMe, yeah, participate. Donate if you want to, but it's also a sign for you to go and look at your paperwork. My mother's got the purple folder. We all know what the purple folder is. We all know what's inside the purple folder. Do you have a purple folder? Right. And then secondly, it's besides announced and unannounced, it's announcement. The season is announcement for preparation, but it's also announcing for positioning. What position are you in? What's your current status? Where are you? What's going on with you? And that's an individual affair. And you can't, even though you may see something else, you have to face the woman or the man in the mirror yourself and understand and determine what position you're in physically, mentally, spiritually, professionally, educationally, academically, positioning. What does that look like for you now? Who do you see over your shoulder? Who's standing next to you, right and left? Who's in front of you? And who's coming up behind you? Positioning. It's really, really very key. In your life, business, career, all of that. What position are you in? But you have to be able to take care of you. Can you, and we, of course, we have that, beautiful new term, horrific, but pivot. But that positioning helps you determine what position you're going to be in. Are you going to pivot? Do you need to pivot? Should have been long pivoted. What position are you in? And then it should, number 3, it should help you determine your provision. Now, God is Jehovah Jireh. He is our provider. And we, look for him, never seen the righteous forsaken nor a seed begging bread. We got that. But you cannot be a poor manager or a not good steward of what he's placed in your hand and just say, well, God's a problem. No, he may suffer you to have some low days, and because you did that to yourself. It has nothing to do with provide. He provided it, but how you handled it, you just, it's like the son, the prodigal son who, rides his living. He just spent all, and he found himself in the hog pen. Yeah, well, God intended for him to be in the hog pen. He had the money, but he did not spend it wisely. He did not invest it. So what is your provision? What have you created that can be sold, or a service that you can offer for a fee with an invoice to help and assist with that provision? It's another season. Where are you at? What's going on? What are you preparing for? What are you in the position for? What are you providing for? What's the provision for that? What's the purpose of that? Where are we going to be with that? And where are we? And once you determine your preparation, this season is a time for preparation. It's a time for you to be adjusting provision-wise. Is it time to get provision for academically? Do you need a certificate? Do you need to launch the business? Do you need to be in the business boot camp? Do you need to go to the business incubators? Do you need to apply for that? Do you need a loan? Do you need a grant? Do you need where are we at? Do you need to start saving? Do you need to find the finance apps? Or you need to have the phone conversation? Do you need to make that appointment? Jump on Zoom? What does that look like for you to have the provision that you need? Because you can't keep ignoring it, because the season's going to come. For season, even that scripture, if you go to Genesis 1:14, it says for days and years. So it's going to keep moving. Years. Seasons, they keep going. And if you're not ready, you look up and you're 40. You look up and you're 50. You look up and you're 60. And no more provision than what you had. No more opportunity than what you had. No more time than what you still be in the same position you were in and have not changed. Haven't done. And it's not fun. And it can be uncomfortable. And it's not what you like and what you want and what you. But as you get older, you're not going to feel like it. It's another season. Like my season of being 62. Woo! Come on. Me and Brad was riding along this weekend. Whoa! Come on, 60s. He turned 61. I'm 62. Woo! It's a different season. We do things differently. We move differently now because we're in a different season. New decade. Hello. Hello, lights. It's a different time. And then it's left up to you. What's your response? What you gonna do about it? It's up to you. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what he said. And when I went back, he said season. When I went back again, he said season. When I went back again, it's still season. Huh? It ain't gonna be on me. It ain't gonna be on me. I'm gonna tell you that now. It ain't gonna be on me. I gave you what he said. On the replay, if you see it later, you share it. If you don't, I gave you what I told you what he said. He said season. It's another season. Even though it's still hot outside and your toes are painted and it's 100 degrees, are you preparing for that next season when it's going to be 10 below and snow on the ground and Christmas and Thanksgiving roll around? And are you prepared for that? How did you respond when it was still 85 outside and hot when you got in the car and you had to turn the AC on full blast? Did you prepare for the one where you had to have the heat on? Preparation. in the planning stage. That's the reason why I don't, I can't wait till January to start planning for the next year. I have to start thinking about it and praying about it and preparing for it now. So I'll be kind of semi ready for when it actually happens. It's another season. You ready? You ready? So that you can live your best life. Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right there on envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk. Feel free to download the free app. If you haven't done so, please do so. Tune in, stay locked. Great music, fantastic programming, information to help you live your best life, and all the other programs, nearly 50 programs and shows that are on Envision Radio. Yeah, we come a long way. Congratulations on 5 years. 5 years. Some people don't last 5 days or 5 minutes, 5 months, but 5 years. Congratulations, envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk 24/7. And then 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Spike Davis and Friends show. Tune in for laughs, music, and more. And then on Tuesdays, it's me again. Yep, it's me again, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Book Business Boss show on envision-radio.com for live. And this season, we are talking about the book business, being in the book business. The Lord be my helper and keeper. I'll go ahead and announce it. Next season is turning your book into a business. Yep. What's that going to take? What does that look like? The replays, and there are up to, I think, 15 episodes from season 4, but all of season 1, 2, and 3 are there. And probably the first part of season 4 is there. So the bookbusinessbosspodcast.com. Subscribe today so that when new ones come up, you'll be the first to know. And you can download and get the information you need. I'm walking step by step by step by step. You can find Julia Royston books at Next Chapter Bookstore inside Ben's Boys, located at 2711 Grandview Avenue in Greensboro, North Carolina. Brew and Sip Coffee Bar, 2860 Packer Land Way. I got some new inventory to bring out there to sometime this upcoming week. Janami Books and More, 636 South 18th Street. Be sure and make an appointment, call and check in. Book Nerd Fam, honey, we are working together on events she can go to. Miss D Smith, great. The events I can go to, we're partnering together. We just do better together when we partner. And the upcoming week, I'll be at the Crown Plaza Hotel at the Louisville Airport. It is for the 160th annual session of the General Association of Baptists in Kentucky. I'll be there Monday through Wednesday, July 28th through the 30th. So check in, come see me, and then you can purchase from me the Ask, Seek, and Knock devotional, which if you're in the Louisville area or coming to the conference, I'll have that. You can get signed copies. Otherwise, go to RoystonRoyalBookstore.com and purchase your signed copies, and I'll be happy to ship them out to you. Next week, the cart closes Monday at 5 p.m. So if you're in, you're in. If you're not, okay, until next time. The next Write That Book Now workshop happens July 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday night. So yeah, I'll be leaving the conference in time enough to get to my computer and teach at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, July 29th. So if you're in, go to RoystonClasses.com. That's RoystonClasses.com. We will help you start your book or finish your book. We got to get it from your head down on paper or recorded to Amazon. So meet us Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 29th. Jump in. It's left up to you. Let me know when you're ready. Let's go. August coming up after that, August 16th, She Reads, the main branch at the Indianapolis Public Library, the Central Branch in Indianapolis, Indiana, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then August 23rd, the Indiana Black Expo, the Jeff chapter, has a business showcase. Okay, so this is open for any kind of businesses, whether you have a book or you don't have a book, whether you have your business is a brick and mortar or strictly online. Let's come together. I often say get in your car, plane, automobile. It's going to be held in Clarksville, Indiana, which is just across the bridge from Louisville. So if you need to fly into Louisville and then come across the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana. But to register for more information, what the topics we're going to be taking care of, and super excited. We'll be going live on August 4th as well to talk more about it. I'll introduce you to some board members from the Indiana Black Expo Jeffersonville chapter, IBE for short. And to register, go to blackexpojeff.org. That's blackexpojeff.org. Join us on August 4th for more information. Find out more about, if you're in the area, if you want to be a part of the organization, you'll meet the president and you'll meet some other board members, and we're going to have a conversation of what it means for business owners to be trained. Now, this is basically your first opportunity and multiple opportunities if you do it, but one that I'm participating in to really help you as a business owner, either start a business, etc., move your business in from the fourth quarter and beyond. And I really have kind of had that tag for a minute because I'm already thinking about fourth quarter. Even though, we're in third quarter, I'm already got fourth quarter in my brain. Like, where am I going to go and what are we going to get done? So fourth quarter and beyond, and even planning for the future, even if you haven't started a business, there is something about iron sharpening iron, being in the room with other business owners. What are the good, bad, ugly, trials, tribulations, up, down, successes, failures? Well, we won't call them failures. We'll call them lessons that have happened with other business owners. You really need to get in the room. You need to get associated with other business owners. So I happily and, as they say, joyfully invite you August 23rd. It's going to be from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a whole day. There are going to be vendors, everything, speakers, opportunity to network. It's going to be a whole day. So go to blackexpojeff.org. That'll be your August opportunity. And then your September opportunity, the Book Business Boss Profit Masterclass. Now that's specifically virtually. So the IBE event is in person. The Book Business Boss Profit Masterclass is online. So anywhere in the world you are, join me 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m. 3 hours of profit planning, preparation. Do you need new inventory? Do you need to produce something? Product creation? Where events have you been? Preparing for events? Go to the Book Business Boss, bookbusinessboss.com to register. Find out more. Registration is $67. Come to your, as they say, come to your computer, a laptop, or a phone with your favorite breakfast beverage, your lunch, your snack, and let's make it happen. Your notebooks, whatever you have, September 27th, Saturday morning. So we don't have to worry about you getting dressed, going nowhere. Let's make it happen. Let's sit down with notebooks and pads. And I'm going to send out my events book so that we can do some profit planning. Pen and paper. Let's make it happen. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Register at thebookbusinessboss.com. That's bookbusinessboss.com. If you're ready to write your book or your book is finished, you need to have a conversation with me. Schedule it. It's a free consultation at talkwithroyston.com. Or all of my other online stores and everything else going on with me. Go to Julia, Julia, another A and K, Royston. That's Julia, A.K. Royston.com. Woo! And back to our regular scheduled program. Thank God for the church announcements. I'm joking. After the next voice you hear, I'll pass on. That's what I feel like this morning. But you all be blessed. I'm sorry. I'm always up for a chuckle. It's 7 Sunday morning. Some of you are headed out to church. Some of you been to church. You're getting ready to go to brunch. Whatever that is, be blessed in all that you do. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Enjoy your day. Pray, prepare, plan. There's another season that's about to come. You're in the middle of a season transition. Prepare for it, especially spiritually. Ask God, what do I need to be doing in this season? What should I be doing in this season? What do I need to stop doing in this next season? I've already announced it, and I'll announce it again for 2026. He's giving me the word necessary. Necessary. So I know that that is preparing me for doing some things that are absolutely necessary, eliminating some things not necessary, not key to my purpose, not key to my health, not key to my mental health, and not key to my family, not key to my relationships as we continue on through purpose and power. In Jesus' name, be blessed. Until next time, bye-bye. Hold on. Let's see who joined me. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Oh, I'm retired. Congratulations. Let's go. Ooh, yay. No school for you. Oh, my. I pray God's blessings upon you. And I pray God continue to open doors. And now you have the freedom to hear him clearly and walk in where he has you to go. Even more so now in retirement than you ever did before. The windows of heaven are open. Walk in where he wants you to go. Love you always. Bye-bye.